Welcome to Center of Light. Light. Hello, everyone. Good to see you tonight. Got a fun show for you tonight. I got to make a couple adjustments. As always, I want to see the people here because I want to see the people here. So let's do that. Welcome to Center of Light, everybody. Good to see you. Keith Anthony Blanchard here. Yanava. This thing right here. Yanava. Your three aspects of your primordial sacred seed, syllable self, the soul. Yah, heart, God, fire, power, passion. Na is the mind when in balance. And Va is the backbone, the ability to move forward with your power, Yah, clarity of the mind, Na, and Va, you step forward, which is inward, upward, forward, all those words. Hello, everyone. Christopher Lefevre's up on hill. Kelly Bird. Andrea Forrest. Hello, girlfriend. What's up, Christopher? It's been a while. Tonight, we're going to be speaking about something different. Someone sent me a website with a list of questions. And they said they were going to be watching from afar and wanted me to answer them. Hello, Kike. Christopher, I hope you are well, bro. It's been a while. Let me get some notes. Regardless, your good karma will protect you. Your bad karma will find you. Regardless. The planet belongs to everyone, hence the term humanity. Make sure that when you pray like a lover. Not a beggar. Please, please, please. Like a lover. Consummation. Tonight is Center of Light Ponder. The Big 20. The Big 20. A list of questions. I'm going to do my best to get in there and answer them. I didn't really look at them. I just kind of did that. I didn't prep. But it's going to be a lot of fun. And feel free to drop your comments in here as well as any questions you may have that I might be able to shed some light on. Also, for those, if you have not purchased my new book, bestseller, 30 Years of My Life Compressed, Homecoming Crossing the Bridge to the Soul. The link to Amazon to purchase this bestseller is at the top of this live chat. Also, YouTube, you know how to find it as well. But it's also in YouTube. But you can also use the same link to go to Amazon if you have read this book, powerful book, liberating book, to leave me a review. Hello, you, and you. Last night we done a presentation on, thanks to Katie, the School of Hard Knocks. Looking at how the tragedies, traumas in our life made us beautiful human beings, for without, we would not have said compassion, said empathy, said caring, said love, said kid gloves. I really enjoyed that inspiration, KK. Thank you very much. So, 4 nights ago, I did a presentation on sleep paralysis. What it is, how to move through it, and how it's an opportunity to go somewhere else when you bring understanding and awareness into a sleep paralysis situation. Well, lo and behold, that night when I went to bed, all night long, I had sleep paralysis. The universe has a great sense of irony. There was a presence around me, but I wasn't scared. It was more aggravating that I kept falling into this sleep paralysis. And I would see him or feel him, it, whatever it was, or just the presence of being in the realm and not sure. And of course I created the vibration. And now I'm getting aggravated just because I want to get out, because it's just not fun to be sitting there. And I intensified the situation, but all night long. And I was aware of the fact I'm in the situation, knowing my body's on the bed. Keith, just make yourself wake up. Keith, have yourself launch yourself to a destination in the universe. And I had some success, but for whatever reasons, I wasn't in my groove. But the universe is not without a sense of irony. The world is changing. The world has changed. and it's exponentially changing. That means it's not only changing, it's graduating faster and faster and faster in its change. Are you changing along with it? Are you resisting? Are you resisting the river? Are you swimming upstream like a salmon, only to be eaten by a bear? There's nothing you want upstream. There's nothing you want upstream. Nothing is for you upstream except trouble. Trouble. So how do I stop? You don't do anything. You put your oars down. You don't even paddle anymore. You put your oars down and the current will turn you on its own. And merrily, merrily, merrily down the stream you go. Life is but a dream, I tell you. Nothing you want is upstream. Effort and struggle is no longer the way it never was. We were taught to have nice things. You have to work hard. Work for what you want. It was a big lie. Big old lie. So, the people who worked hard, they did get a lot of stuff and a lot of things and a lot of living in this way. Is it because of the work? Is it because of the work that they believed in so much so that they were able to get all these things? It's never been hard. Spirituality is never hard. Your relationship to God is not hard, is it? It's not hard, is it? It's just your immense love for something that belongs to you. It's your birthright. Something that is so beautiful that you're so in love with it. That's why I say pray like a lover, not a beggar. Pretty powerful stuff. So your relationship to God is not hard. It's you and your Creator, the highest aspect of yourself, the highest idea there can ever possibly be. It's not hard. So what else is it that we are throwing ourselves into effort over and over and over and over and over? Many people I know in the spiritual community, Katie's one of them, many of you, we're getting a new momentum behind us. We're starting to realize we got to ease off the throttle. Yes, we can hammer the throttle and get there very quick, but it's not always about getting there very quick. Sometimes you want to take the country road, sit back and enjoy the scenery. So you basically go on cruise. See what I'm saying, dog? Because it's not the goal, it's the journey. You can get to California if you're from Memphis and haul ass. You'll get there, but you're going to miss a lot of good stuff along the way. So take the back roads, the scenic route, the ability to see, root yourself in the ground, and see what happens as you take root. Even in a slow gait, in a slow velocity, you can actually increase volume and velocity and depth and width and breadth and height and girth and length. All these wonderful qualities happen when we just slow down. What did they say? Slow down and smell the coffee. There's another wave coming. The powers that be are not happy, they're grumbly. They're not getting the attention they want. Why? Because everywhere you look, people you knew last year who weren't, today, they are not only waking up, many of them are woke as fuck. People are waking up. They're looking away from the distraction. It's no longer tempting. It's aggravating. Because the vibration's high, and when certain things come along that scratch, you stop doing the things that cut you. So they're going to distract. They're going to throw a big old biscuit, a banana, or a carrot in front of your nose, hoping that you bite. Somewhere around September. I don't know what it is. It's going to be big enough to get your attention. Or at least divert your attention to so they can come up with another reason for round 3. Don't play the game anymore. Hence the lesson. Don't be in such a hurry to get to California. Enjoy your ride. Enjoy your life. Live in the fire of truth. What is that truth? Go look in the mirror and answer it for yourself. Remember, any thought that you have that is not of the highest ideal contains self-sabotage. Ask yourself that question in the mirror again. So what is the highest ideal that I could ever ponder? That I want to be married to my divine parent. Everything else is extraneous noise. I'm not saying life is not beautiful other than pondering the idea of God, but I'm saying that when you bring God in your filter in everything you do as you enjoy your life with others and so forth, everything simply gets more beautiful. Okay? Enjoy the ride. There's a roller coaster that they're about to open up at the Political Amusement Park. Hello, John Sasentama. Hope I got close. Hello, Brother John. Everyone, good to see you. Let me do a couple of look-arounds. Dana Trotter, Old Puck, Kelly Curtis, and Rena. Hello, everyone on YouTube. Tonight we are speaking about Center of Light Ponder. The Big 20. What is the Big 20? It's my age. I just turned 20 years old today. It's a list of questions someone sent me about spirituality. Now, when you look at this splash banner, I want you to look at it really good. When you look at this splash banner, of course, you see the Big 20, but you see the two flowers of all religions being united. A flower. That's a beautiful way to describe all religions in unity. A flower. A lotus flower, in fact. So the questions, as I gazed over them when someone sent me this website link to make a show out of this, has nothing to do with Jesus, Buddha, Krishna, your grandma. It's nothing to do with any of that. It's about the truth that lies, that weaves its thread through all religion, through all people. Because the questions I'm going to bring forth, and I'm going to answer them to the best of my ability, but always open to beautiful ideas, is going to be true to your said religion. I'm going to ask you a question, and ask the question, and you go, oh, well, that, of course that's applicable to my religion. So we are weaving a tapestry of unity that has nothing to do with separation. The same questions apply. All right, let's get started. Let me get some water. Welcome, everyone, Center of Light. I've been doing this about 7 years now, these presentations, almost every night, except 2 months ago. I took a break for 2 months, came back last week. Now I'm ready to push, get at it again. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that what just flew across my head? But I've been doing this for about 7 years. I would say out of 100, 65, 70% for 7 years I've been outputting. And I love it because when I output, I receive input, information, because as I squint or ask questions of myself and I listen, input comes in because I have a relationship, a simple, very simple, loving relationship with my divine parent. Mom, Dad, can I have the keys to the car tonight? Sure, here you go. Be careful, have fun, kind of thing. So tonight we're going to play with some questions. The Big 20 of spirituality. Here we go. Question number 1. Wow. Applies to all religion. Applies to every person. Why is there poverty and suffering in the world? Why is there poverty and suffering in the world? Fantastic question. The answer might not be what you might expect. Karma is involved with everyone in groups and collective. Karma is involved nonstop. Never took a break since the beginning of never. and will never take a break since the end of never. Karma is always involved. Those people who are hungry by the however many's over eons of time have chosen to incarnate to balance a karmic past when they had a part in starving people. Why are people suffering? People have incarnated in this world over and over and over. From eons and eons and eons from the past of always inducing on other people suffering, as well as self-induced suffering that many people are still not yet done with implementing on their being. But through suffering and hunger, we don't just sit back and go, well, it's their karma, let them play it out. We do what we can. Anytime your friend is in trouble, hungry, or suffering, you help. So we help. The compassion that is brought forth through us via said embodiments of someone who is hungry and or suffering not only lifts ourself, but it lifts the hunger and the suffering. But also, some of the people who come in hungry in a third world country came by choice and clean of said karma. But they came here using their own will as the master to say, I'm going to go out there, down there and play this role of being hungry and starving in a third world country, just so it can affect and trigger us into compassion mode. Because when the karma is complete, everybody's going to have health care. Everybody's going to be healthy. Everybody's going to eat correctly. Everybody's going to have medical care. Everybody's going to do things so well with a clear space of mind and the fire in the heart, no one's going to be getting sick. No one's going to be breaking their toe. Hence the word heaven on earth, paradise, a utopian society. Many people are sick and suffering and hungry by karmic attributes, some by their own will to come here and raise the vibration, by being a contrast to those who are doing the light work. So those who are doing the being sick work are actually light workers themselves. In fact, they are the triggers. They're the plants. We're the bloom. Remember, everything has a beautiful purpose. What is the relationship between science and religion? Science is religion. Religion is science. It's a religious science and a science religion. They go hand in hand. Because, think about it. Religion, no judgment. It's a beautiful way to celebrate your maker. I get it. I do things religiously. But said religions follow a model to a certain point, and it stops. The unknown is okay with them. In fact, many of religions were taught, don't go to the unknown. There's nothing there you want. In fact, you can only get in trouble. So they bring themselves to the gate. They will never knock, nor would they ever dare to enter, because that's all taboo. Science, in the same way, they go through the process of finding proof, and I understand it. It's very powerful, and we need it. But likewise, it only goes so far, and then the mind begins to shut down and say, well, we've explored this, we kept looking for quite a few years, there must be nothing there. Kind of methodology. But this creates a conundrum. If the universe has an edge, what lies beyond the outermost edge? The willingness to move through it. But many scientists today are now beginning to correct their vision capacity. Many of them have been myopic, very myopic, looking at it like this. Now they're beginning to pull their perspective, their broad, their scope back. So, unlike some religion, science is actually passing up religion. And they're going to be able to explain those things to said religions. Where their journey stops, science is going to make it easier for them, because a lot of religious people believe in science, because there's the science behind said findings. Proof, if you will. So where religion brings it to a halt, science is going to clear the way and say, it's okay to walk here. And then everybody's going to take another 1,000 steps forward. They're sort of the same. There's some difference. Question number 3. Wow. Why are so many people depressed? Why are so many people depressed? My screen is skipping. One moment. Okay, so why are so many people depressed? Because they're living in the past. Depression is the past, anxiety is the future, bliss is right now. They're living in the past, dwelling, not just thinking about it, they're dwelling in it. And when I mean dwell, I don't mean they're just constantly sitting there thinking about it. They're so good at it, and it's integrated itself in their process. When they're not thinking about it, they're thinking about it. They're dwelling from it. They're launching from it. It's their platform. Depression comes from the past. Check your vitamin D. It's a dark night of the soul. It's not the end of your life. You will come through the other side. But it all depends on your willingness to want to do that. Some people in their depression, they tell you they want out. And they don't. Simply just because they're enjoying it, strangely. What do I mean by enjoying it? Some people, when they grieve, they want you to leave them alone to grieve. Versus you giving them words of wisdom before it's time, because they don't want to hear it. They want to grieve because they lost something. Same thing. Depression. They want to be in depression so they can be with themselves and figure this thing out. They don't want to get to California too fast. They may not be even thinking this way. Their spirit is saying, I don't want you to get to California too fast. Hello, Elizabeth. You're not supposed to go to California too fast. You have to slow down and absorb the journey. So when you're in depression, some people stay there because they need to absorb themselves in themselves to figure out, be with, explain, and move to the next stage of their life in this journey. But some people want out as soon as they get in. You need help with that? I will throw you off of the cliff and into the fire. You may be scared of heights, and you may be scared to burn, but once you're in free fall, you ain't got no choice. People in depression. Let's go to question number 4. You know, I'm gonna do a little something. So I don't have to keep coming to the screen because it's making my video wobbly. So I am not going to respond by comment just yet, everyone. I'm going to get through these questions. Alrighty then. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Tonight is Center of Light Ponder. The Big 20. 20 questions someone sent me to a website and asked me if I would answer them in a presentation. And that's what we're doing. Question number 4. What are we all so afraid of? What are we so afraid of? Ask yourself, what am I afraid of? But also ask yourself that question from the collective point of view. What are we all so afraid of? Our power. That karma that landed us so many lives of being suffering and hungry and so on. We're afraid of our own power. We know that when we use it, let me rephrase that. When we don't know that we use it, trouble happens. But what people are really afraid of is when they knew better and they used it anyway. So now they have the opportunity to go back to the place of, now that you know better, they don't know if they can resist temptation of abusing power. Every second, every minute, every hour. We're afraid of power. It's coming. It's here. It's always has been here. But now it's forcing our hand. When is war justifiable? Wow. A lot of these questions have the same resonance. I told you all these questions would fit your religion, don't they? These are all beautiful questions about the benefit of humanity, and they fit your religion or your belief. That's the common thread. That's the truth. When is war justifiable? It isn't. Until it is. It isn't until it is. Let me see how I can say this. Let's say there's a fight of two countries, two people, two countries. If both of them are unconscious and they're going at it, killing people because they want power, same power we just spoke about, they know they have power and they're going to abuse it. And both these countries want what the other has, and they're going at it. And they're killing, and bombs are exploding, children are dying, people are trying to escape. It's an exodus. People, they're running away because they're coming to your country. The country you can't stand them to come to is because they're getting blown the shit out of by these military might craft bombs, warfare, ammunition, shrapnel, blah, blah, blah. When this head-to-head goes down, it's never justifiable. Never. Now, if there's one country or person who's being a bully, starting trouble, picking on other people, doing things to nations, then the Spirit engages and says, I am here to clear out the trash for a heavenly existence for the benefit of all people. Big difference. Two guys want to fight and just go around fighting all the time. You can't justify that. It's just too stupid. But when they start involving other people because they're slugging and other people get involved, it just becomes this ridiculous violent mess. But when it becomes a protection, true, honest, pure, highest good protection mechanism, it is justified. There will be no karmic backlash on the said country who's doing the protecting. Now, what about the country who was being attacked? Don't they have karma as to why they're being attacked? Well, of course they do. But as we mentioned earlier, where's the compassion in us that we begin to elevate and lift so we can do what we need to do while all these knuckleheaded nonsense people want to keep playing this crappy game, that we continue to elevate the energy as light workers. And we are compassionate, we're empathetic, we care, we self-love, we kid glove. Wow. Well, that's kind of that's the same answer, so I just knocked out two questions. How would God want us to respond to aggression and terrorism? I must have saw that on a subconscious level when I looked at question number 5. How does one obtain true peace? Again, we go back to the first question. Compassion, help, service to other people. Go help someone for a day. Watch how peaceful you lay your head down at night. Leave people alone. Leave people alone. Let them be exactly how they want to be. Yes, even your husband. Yes, even your wife. Leave people alone. Every time you start to pick at a scab or pull on someone else's scab, you're causing trouble. You're causing violence. You're causing aggravation. You're causing non-peace not only to the person who has a choice to be how they choose to be, and you're also bringing no peace to yourself. But Keith, they're my life partner, so you can just simply say goodbye. You don't have to get in their grill. Same with your friends. You know that when we meet people, we automatically assign them a role. Hi, my name is so-and-so. Nice to meet you. I'm Keith Blanchard. What do you do for a living? Well, I'm an architect. My friend John Doe, the architect. Or after I hang out with them for an hour, I kind of get a feeling of, how can I become friends, honestly, but also how can we partner up for this dance we call life? What do you have for me and what do I have for you? We assign people roles. And when they don't play according to the rule and the role that we gave them, we get upset. You want true peace? Leave everything alone. Everything. Leave everything alone. Leave it as it is. Let the people scream and kick. Let the people argue. Let them do what they want. You raise your vibration. Help out in the situation, whatever is most appropriate in your helping, and you live in peace. You love yourself beyond measure. How do you do that? You go look in the mirror and you see God that lives in you. And you integrate into that infrastructure. And your life will become one of divine order and structure. And peace is simply a natural response. What does it mean to live in the present moment? It means that nothing exists. Nothing exists. But everything is infinite potential. This is a way of seeing this space to be in, to find yourself in no time, the present moment. The past doesn't exist. Yes, you can still be in the present moment and look at the past, but only to some degree. Because of your launching and you're reviewing your past, you, time traveler that you are, have truly launched yourself to a past experience. Likewise with the future. But when you're truly in the present moment, as full as you possibly can be, your intuition will know of your past and of your future. That's part of being in the heightened present moment. But the present moment itself purely is nothing. I'm just enjoying the bliss. There's a big, huge difference between feeling and emotion. If there's emotion involved, likely you're not in the present moment. If you're feeling very intensely, you have no thoughts, you're in the gate. What is our greatest distraction? What is our greatest distraction? Everything outside of us. Partners, your phone, TV. But your partners, your phone, and TV are not always distractions. They are tools and grace given to you by Creator. But when used to the level that you cannot be in the present moment because they have your attention, then you're distracted. Band-aiding a wound, possibly. Lack of focus. Don't care to focus. Our greatest distraction, I think that would be different for each person. But as a collective, what is our greatest distraction? Our addiction to the world and the noise of it. Number 10. Is current religion serving its purpose? Is current religion serving its purpose? I don't know. I'd say yes. It's doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing, and it's running very smoothly and flawlessly. It's religion, and it's running perfectly. That's what religion does, and what religion is. It's this way of doing something that takes you to a place. However far the person religiously chooses to go via said religion. So religion is serving its purpose to the full, to the hilt. Some people can be Buddhist and take it to the hilt. Dalai Lama. Some people can be Christians, take it to the hilt. Many people are full in the Christianity. I mean, bro, they are in the fire. They're like really in it. And it does not look anything like fundamental Christianity. Nothing against fundamental Christianity. It's just completely two different things. One is very superficial, and the very is so deep and multi-layered, there's no bottom in it. There are some people who are Christian, Buddhist, Muslim. They're all of them. I'm all of them. Many of us are all of them. When we integrate all of them, religion's purpose becomes even greater and fuller, because now we all know all the dances all the way back to Creator. This is kind of cool. I'm having a good time. Let me see what's happening in the room. Let me clear this. Everyone, Keith Anthony Blanchard, good to see you. I'm going to take a short pause. I'm not able to see your comments. I can see them on this screen here, so I should be okay with that. Dana Trotter says, pondering the many aspects of life. Yeah, absolutely. See, let's pick one on Facebook. And they don't give me the names. Facebook decided not to, for privacy reasons, I guess, not shows people's names on, it says anonymous. But YouTube allows. So from Uganda, greetings, back to you, my friend. Someone said, you're welcome, Keith, glad to inspire. Like I said, it's not giving me the name. I will come back and kiss you all over your face here in a minute. All right, everybody, I'm gonna take a song break, come back, and we're gonna get to the bottom 10. Let's go to, yeah. I'm gonna see you shortly. Keith Anthony Blanchard, Center of Light Pondering, the Big 20. Maybe after we do the last 10 questions, we'll ponder the Big 20, 2020. I'm scared.
what's behind it that I need more than what I have, I'm just not sure. What am I searching for? The mothership to a distant shore. Could this journey make me more of who I am? I'm just not sure.
Where do you go to find the answers? There is a place you haven't tried. Your search for love is taking chances. Have you ever thought to look inside?
What am I hoping for? A better world, is there a cure? What can I do to help the score? I'm at a loss, I'm just not sure. What am I praying for? To see the light around the world and the people's love restored. Peace on earth, of this I'm sure.
Where do you go to find your answers? There is a place you haven't tried. Your search for love is taking chances. Have you ever thought to look inside? Where do you go to find your answers? There is a place you haven't tried. Your search for love is taking chances. Have you ever thought to look inside? You hold the key to find your answers. I am the door you have not tried. Never again taking chances. Open your heart and walk inside. Walk inside.
Welcome back to Center of Light. That was Lavender Soul, my spiritual band from years ago, from the days of yore. You ever heard that expression, the days of yore? Y-O-R-E. Everyone, welcome to Center of Light. Information to my new bestseller is at the top of this live chat feed. If you have not purchased it, jump seat to Amazon. If you read it, jump seat back to Amazon and give me some reviews. Tonight we're speaking about Center of Light Ponder. The Big 20. The first part of this presentation, I did a countdown of 10 questions of spirituality. Go back, watch the first 10 if you're just arriving. Welcome, blessings. You are loved beyond measure. Believe it. And until you believe it, you won't be able to handle the answer to those these 20 questions. We're going to keep moving forward. Question number 11. What happens after you die? What happens after you die? What happens before you live? They're the same place. It's the same thing. What happens after you die? It's the same question as what happens to you? What has happened to you before you lived? What happens to you while you live is what's going to determine what happens to you after you die. But I know the angle whoever created this question that they're coming from. They want to know about the afterlife. The Big Al. Big Al, remember Big Al on Happy Days? Big Al? The Big Al. A-L, afterlife. What happens in the afterlife? Well, let's not get to California too fast, Dana. Let's not get to California too fast. I want to take the scenic route. So before we go to after you die, what happens through the dying process? I don't know. You're dying right now. How are you processing it? But the dying process, in and of itself, you're going to feel this vibration come over you, come from within you, as you begin to vibrate faster, higher, differently. How's that? And you're going to begin to disassociate from your body. Wow, I'm feeling some amazing energy in my hands. You're going to begin to disassociate from your body. You're going to feel that pull, but it's going to be from within. Best way, but you can only describe it as if it's a pull, when it's really an inverted pull. Until you find yourself completely alleviated, freed, unlocked from the body. There's going to be a lot of swishing, a lot of twirling and swirling and whirling about. How long it takes, I don't remember. Until we find ourselves in the still void, if that's where you find yourself. But for most, it's going to be the stillness, the void. Someone's going to be talking to you immediately. Maybe 2 or 3 people are going to be around you. You won't be able to see them. You will see silhouettes. You're going to love their voice. You're going to love the space that you're feeling. There's going to be light phenomena everywhere. You're going to understand things immediately. You're going to be brought into a life review. This may happen in a matter of what we call 5 seconds. But in those 5 seconds, if you was to turn around and could physically see your loved one, it could be 5 years that have passed. But the heaven image, you may see Jesus, you may not. You may see exactly what you need to see to take you to the next level to the next floor in your mansion. God's house has many mansions. You're going to remember things. You're going to see things you never thought possible. Cities made of jewels, emeralds, diamonds, rubies, streets paved in gold if that's what you want. Cities and buildings made of crystal glass, 10 times taller than we have here on Earth. Mountains, whatever it is that happens in your paradise. Watch the movie What Dreams May Come with Robin Williams. You will understand. So what happens to you after you die is the same answer to what happens to you before you live. Describe heaven and how to get there. The present moment. Because when you do cross over in the afterlife and you're distracted, which we talked about earlier, and you can't focus in the present moment, you're not in heaven. It's called hell. A self-induced hell because of your past experiences in this life that you've carried over into the spiritual domain. There is no buffer of time there. You think, it happens. In fact, there is no think happens. When you think it, it's happening all at the same time because you are enthralled, you're in producing this vision, be it heaven or hell. I know it's going to be beautiful. It's beautiful for many people. And those people who do not see it as beautiful, they are only there by choice. When they choose to forgive and release themselves, their self-induced suffering, they too will find themselves in that place that I'm familiar with. We're all familiar with. Many of us, at least. What is the meaning of life? I say if I have to give an answer, it would be to be joyful. Let me separate these words to make a greater point. To be, capital B-E, be. We're human beings, so be. To be joyful, F-U-L-L, joyful, joyful. That would be the meaning of life. That was the Creator's intention. How do I know that? Because there's no feeling greater than joy, bliss, ecstasy, nirvana, so forth and so on. This is the natural state of the universe. You can bet the natural state of the universe, meaning God, which is nature, the supernatural. He's not feeling self-induced suffering. He's feeling absolute ecstasy being God. We have to be the same to ever amalgamate, integrate, relate, appreciate said experience. But really, the meaning of life, there is none. From our vantage point, there is no meaning of life. If you want to graduate into the meaning of life, which is to be joyful, there is no meaning to life, except the one you give it, consciously or unconsciously. Some people are happy being miserable. There is no meaning to life. Life is the meaning you give it. It has deeper implications. The deeper and the more broader you become conscious. Question number 14. Wow. Describe God. That is sacrilegious. So we're going to skip right over that. You can't. You can attempt. You can touch the garment, pull on a thread as it moves away from you. You can't. Love, peace, unity, compassion, understanding, infinity. All these attributes of God are infinite. Compassion is infinite. It's more of how deep in our compassion can we sink into understanding. How deep into understanding can we sink into? So we have to move beyond, believe it or not, understanding. We have to move beyond understanding, because what we call understanding is when we say, I understand. I am curious about the stuff we don't understand. That's where the magic's at, or at least a greater degree of it. Describe God, you can't. It's indescribable for a reason. No human tongue can speak it. What is the greatest quality humans possess? God living inside of yourself. It's the greatest quality you have as a human being. That the end game, the end all, the beginning, the end, that which never started will never finish, is inside of you. That is the greatest human quality. Caring for other people is an expression of that greatest human quality. Serving other people, taking care of yourself, leaving people alone, creating self-peace by leaving people alone. God leaves everything alone. God doesn't pick at things like a scab. Sits back and says, I'm here. Have all the fun you want. Stay as long as you like. When you're ready, take the peace train, fall into your greatest human quality, which is God itself, and lose yourself so much in it that what you know as you no longer exists. Bruh. What, number 16, what is it that prevents people from living their full potential? Ignorance. Not knowing how. Ignorance. Sometimes fear. They want a certain something and they want it really bad. But something along the way in their past says, you can't. You're not good enough. You will never reach it. Nah. Good luck. That's one reason. And others, they were told it's not good. Don't do it. Belief holds people from their fullest potential. Belief in any form, shape, fashion, garb, guise, it doesn't matter. Belief or lack of a belief. No. Belief keeps them back, or not knowing. Instead of lack of belief. It's not a lack of belief. You don't want a lack of belief. You want knowing. It's really what you want. Lack of belief to me implies just doing a little something, then it piddles out and turns into a bunch of nothing, and then there's no longer an interest. I'm talking about moving into the grounds, the fertile ground of omniscience, just simply knowing, because I'm so now married to my parent, my divine lover, that knowing is now becoming a natural part of my disposition. Number 17, non-verbally, by motion or gesture only, act out what you believe to be the current condition of the world. In no particular order, so they're equal, but I'm going to do this one first. And the other is, they're happening at the same time. What side of the fence are you dwelling? What side of the fence are you leaning? It's great to be in the good side of the fence, but I offer you another position instead of this one or that one. Sit on the fence. It's the middle way, the Buddhist way. The middle, the Stargate, the Sacred Heart by Jesus. Jesus, heaven, earth, and they intersect here in the heart. Sit on the fence. That's where all-knowing is. All-knowing is not in the good, it's not in the bad, it's on the fence. You know everything. I am consumed, I understand the entire game as it spins all around me. Number 18, what is your one wish for the world? My one wish for the world is the one wish I have for myself, to be of service to at least one person. And that wish carried to the world, if everyone cared for one person, the game is over. I could say I want world peace. It's kind of shallow in this regard because it doesn't imply an action or an inspiration or a something to do to answer my part of the question, which is, what is my one wish for the world? To be of service to everyone, or at least one person, every day. The person you're in service for could change, but you're in service to one person every day. 8 billion people begin to do this. The consciousness of the world will lift so fast, we'll probably all leave Earth in a matter of a moment. Number 18, that's what I just read. Number 19, what is wisdom and how do we gain it? My answer to that is everything I've offered since the beginning of this presentation is wisdom. Is ways of seeing things beyond what we always have known or may have known, to offer new possibilities. There is a major difference between information and wisdom. You can have bad information. People who are ignorant simply don't know a something. Ignorant is not knowing a something. Arrogant is claiming you know a something, but you really don't because you're ignorant. Wisdom is knowing because it comes from the heart. There's no other thing that's in there. It comes through, it has no opinion. It offers this thing as a lovely flower, a gesture to say, I care about you. Whatever words you use in the I care about you is irrelevant. So it's not information. Wisdom is handing someone something that is beyond your own understanding. So in your sharing it, you receive the blessing as well. That's how you can tell what wisdom is. And it's always simple. Wisdom is not this long drawn out paragraph to explain to you a something. Wisdom is simple. It's soft. It's basically saying, using very little words, I love you. That's what wisdom is. Be wise in your choices. That's wisdom. And last, on the lot, as they say in England across the pond over there, are we all one? Well, I'm Keith. Though I have trillions of cells, they don't know that I'm one with this infrastructure, this bio meat suit. They don't know that. We live among a neighborhood. One neighborhood. You live in one neighborhood. You live in one town. As many people that live in that one town live in one city. And many people in that one city live in one state. Many people in the state live in the one country. All the countries live on the globe, which is one planet, of the solar system. How far do you want to go? So likewise, when you make food, you have many different ingredients, but you only have one dish. It's infinite. There's no other truth. You can't stop it. It's already started and it will never end. And the only thing that will never change is change itself. The one changer, God, the unchanging changer, the one that creates the many, the multiplicity, the one, the source principle, the divine source principle behind the multiplicity. And if you want to become anchored in heaven, be joyful and move into the one and see it and feel it, not emote it. There's a difference between feelings and emotions. You have to want to be swimming, basically, rather drown in the divine ocean. So much so that what you know as you dies. Become one. Are we all one? Even though there's one universe, there are many omniverses. So we can call this or whatever verses. And here's the magical part. This is an idea of what infinity is. As grand and grandiose it is, it's also micro and minimal and so finite in this scale of it that we can't possibly grasp either one. Inwardly, outwardly, in every direction. This is the nature of you. You are loved beyond measure. I had a great time, everyone. Please share this. Keep me posted if you have something we're going to do a presentation on. I'm back full throttle. I had to get away from presentations for a while. I just needed a breath. Taking my breath. I collected my breath. You're loved beyond measure. I'll be seeing you soon. Peace, love, and jump into the fire.